Hey guys, hope we're all well. Cool, so we've got 15 people waiting on the live call right now. Let me just wipe my camera phone, hang on. We're like blurred out, so unprepared. So this is just like a random live stream, guys. I'm in Turkey at the moment. Last night and I'm going home tomorrow, just had a little vacation. But this is just a completely random live stream. Hopefully I just want to be able to check, hopefully I can see the chat. If you guys are saying stuff, can someone write something in the chat right now so I can just check that I can actually see the chat and what you guys are saying from the live chat. Hopefully I should be able to. Okay, Harrison, Sohal, hey Jordan, what are some ideas you have for car dealerships? Okay, cool, I can see the chat, this is good. So this is a completely random live stream. I haven't planned this at all. I just thought, why not? I'm just sat here just having a couple of cocktails and I thought I'll go on live with you guys. I haven't put a YouTube video out this week, so I feel guilty about that. I've got a really nice video I'm going to be recording tomorrow, which is cool, which will be probably uploaded next week. And this will be available for replay, so anybody watching this right now who is watching this on replay, excellent. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope there's going to be loads of value in it. Wicked. So we've got 53 people joined in 1 minute. So that's nice. For a literally announced this 10 minutes ago, and we've got like 60 people joining. So wicked. Hello from Puerto Rico. Amazing. Man, I wasn't expecting how many of you guys to join. I've never gone YouTube live. So let's just see if we can work through this. So what I'm going to do first of all, I just want to announce a few things for you guys. Before we get into these questions, because I'll jump on Q&A. I don't really want to be on here for longer than like 15-20 minutes or so. But I have an exciting announcement for you UK guys. If you don't already know, I'm holding an exclusive event with a fellow marketer, Aaron Branch, next Saturday. And we're hosting that in London. The venue will be announced over the next 48 hours. We're just booking the venue at the moment. It's going to be a big event and it's a completely free event, okay? So head over to the 15 Minute Agency Facebook group. There's a link in there. You'll be able to join the event and attend for free. We're going to be teaching you how to sign up your first £2,000 to £4,000 in client retainers, which is going to be amazing. I cannot wait for that. So make sure you join that and come next Saturday. Also, I have a new product which I'm releasing today, which is Automation Autopilot, and this is a product I've been working on for a while. It's not a replacement for the Social Media Marketing School. The Social Media Marketing School is always going to be my halo product. It's always going to be my main mentorship program. But this is going to teach you how to sign up clients on Autopilot. It's an automation funnel, which is a client acquisition funnel which you can use to get clients on Autopilot. I'm going to put a link into, I should be able to, like, can I write into the chat? I don't know if I can write into the chat. Can I write to you guys? No, I don't actually think I can actually write to you guys. So what I'm going to do is it's on the 15 Minute Agency funnel right now. It's already live. If you want to get another copy of the 15 Minute Agency, it's only $9 shipping, so you can do that. If you haven't got a copy, go over to it. It's a second upsell on there. You'll be able to gain access to it. If not, head over to my Instagram after this and you'll be able to get a link. I'll put a swipe up link on my Instagram. So it's a link to a completely automated funnel sequence, which is going to be able to enable you to get clients on Autopilot. Okay, so you'll be able to use those funnels to sign up clients using your existing testimonials, or even if you don't have testimonials already, because I see a lot of people wasting time, spending time making agency websites and business cards and all of that rubbish. So this funnel will actually act as a complete substitute for a need for an agency website, and you can use this to get clients coming to you, applying to work with you, and actually booking calls with you straight into your calendar. So you can look at it on the 15 Minute Agency funnel, or head over onto my Instagram after this, and you'll be able to get a swipe up link. So I'm just going to go around best background music. This is not my background music. I'm on like some rooftop bar right now. So we're just chilling here, and yeah, just on some rooftop bar in Turkey. So it's pretty chill. Right. So apologies for these angles, by the way, guys. I've got probably like shaky hands. So I'm going to go through some of your questions. Has anybody got any questions? Please fire them into the chat. There's like 80 of you guys on here now, so I'm struggling to keep up with all your messages. But I'm just going to try and pick out some questions for you guys. So, hey Jordan, hey everyone who's just said hi. Thank you so much for being here. Do I live far from Bath in England? Wait, is Bath far from Norwich? Is it, like, you're like 3 hours away. I'm like from Norwich, the little sticky out bit, East Anglia. Hey, from Puerto Rico, I love that. Dan, just quit your 50k 9 till 5, last day tomorrow, move into the office Thursday, let's smash this. Love that, Dan. Great work, mate. Like, congratulations. Bought a book, but there's no book. What do you mean you bought a book, but there's no book, Patrick? If you've got any problems, please reach out to support@jordanplatten.com. They'll be able to help you out. So I want some value to be on here for the guys who are watching this on replay. So how do you make a spreadsheet? Ayana, how to make a spreadsheet, man? I learned. Go on Google. There's like, I'm not a teacher on Excel and Pages. Go on Google. Loads of things will help you to make a spreadsheet. What's the spreadsheet for? You might not need to make a spreadsheet. So let me know what is that for. What else have we got on here? You're 98% on my course. Do you have any thoughts on foreigners doing SMMA in the UK? You're in uni now. English is okay, but not perfect. You fear so much for cold calls. Now, to be honest with you, your English is going to need to be better, because if you're a foreigner calling up UK companies, they're going to be suspect. They might even think you're scamming them, or be completely straight down the line there. So you're going to want to like butter up on your English skills. So make sure that's good. But there's no problem. I've got students who are from India who cold call the UK and they do well. So there's no problem in like foreigners calling up UK companies. You just need to make sure that your English is good, and you need to make sure that you can carry yourself professionally, most importantly. So what else have we got here? Is there a video about taxes in your course? There is training on taxes. I don't go really into depth into exactly what taxes you'll be paying, because that's the job of your accountant. I do go through kind of limited companies, LLC, sole proprietor, things like that, but that's all covered in the course. I want it to be available for people who are a complete beginner, if you have no business experience whatsoever. Can you tell me how do you price on social media marketing service? So I have a complete video on this, on how to price social media marketing services. Go watch that on my YouTube. But your price is value based, okay? What's important to understand, and a lot of people get wrong, you're not getting paid based on your time, you're getting paid based on your value, okay? So how much money can you generate for these businesses? So make that be it. So how much is it worth to you? Okay, how much money are you making this business? So I always say that you should be charging a minimum of £1,000 a month for your service charge. Dan, would you recommend paying for LinkedIn to get in-mail for sending video messages, having issues with connections so you can't send videos you've created? Absolutely, I would recommend in-mail. It's like, what, 60 quid a month, £60 a month, which is absolutely nothing to be able to send messages to everyone on LinkedIn. So yes, you should do that. Marjan, how to sign your first client after you get a meeting. Get the 15-minute agency book. It's going to teach you how to do that. Joe Licko, what is the best way to reach out to dental practices in your experience? Okay, dental practices are hard to get hold of. That's no hidden fact. Dental practices aren't easy to get hold of, but you should call them just before they open and just after they open, because 9 times out of 10, the actual owners of these dental practices are the people, the top surgeons. Call them in the middle of the day, they're going to be doing surgery. So you want to make sure that you call them up just before or just after they've opened, so you're catching them when they're not busy, okay? And make sure you follow up on emails and things like that. Dental practices are a hard business to get hold of. They're easy to sell once you get in front of them. Hey Jordan, I've been having some trouble getting clients in Caribbean. Any tips? Have you got the 15-minute agency? If you haven't, get a copy of it. Edward Proctor, what's the hardest thing you've had to deal with since starting any of your social media marketing agency or personal brand? Hardest thing I've had to deal with? That's a big question. It depends whether it's on a business level or on a personal level. On a personal level, it's my own personal expectations. And that's a big problem. Like, personal expectations are an issue, because you set a certain standard for yourself. You set certain goals. You set where you want to, what you want to achieve, what financial level you want to be at, and once you start earning more, you want more. And that's a really hard thing to come to grips with when you're a business owner and you're an entrepreneur who's becoming successful, is learning to manage your own expectations and learning not to get bummed out when things don't go so well or when you don't sign a meeting. The hardest thing when I first started on a business level was learning to handle objection, was learning to accept that people are going to say no, and not everybody is the correct person for you. Even if you're so frustrated because you think that you can generate so much money for a business and they still say no to you, it's learning to be able to move on from that. So learning to handle rejection is a hard thing. Can you work for me? Sorry, I'm not taking on anyone at the moment. Ideas for car dealerships. What kind of ideas? Do you mean ads? If it's ads, you need to be doing a lot of retargeting ads. Make sure we have a pixel set up on their website. You are retargeting people who have actually viewed specific cars on Facebook and on Instagram with a dynamic product ad. When are you putting up the price of your course? So the price of my course is going to be going up over the next couple of months. You're pretty safe. I'm not gonna hit you with some bullshit scarcity tactics. It's not going up for at least a month or two, but it will be going up eventually, because it is cheaper as it is at the moment. Ask any of my students; they'll tell you that there's value in it at 5 times the price it is at the moment. But I'm not in the industry to just completely be out of people's reach. I want my students to be successful. I want to help out everyone I possibly can. So I want it to be at an accessible level. And as you guys will know, I have PayPal credit right now. You can literally enroll today for nothing. You can pay up to 6 months with 0% interest, and if you cannot sign a client in 6 months, so you can literally pay, so you can enroll right now and you can sign up with PayPal credit and you can enroll today, get instant access, and you don't have to pay anything for up to 6 months with 0% interest. Now, if you don't think that you can sign up one client within 6 months, you shouldn't even be watching this live chat right now. And that's why I do partnerships like that, because I'm so dedicated to the success of my students. That's why I'm not upping the price of my course right now. So you have got time, but you should be joining right now. Because my time's going to get stretched at the end of the day. The more people that join, the less time I can dedicate to mentorship. Okay, cool. What other questions we got in here? How to market for an attorney. I'm sorry, man, I haven't worked with any attorneys myself. I'm sure there's tons of YouTube videos on that, though. How to sell... How do you insure against people pirating my course? This is a massive problem within the industry. It's a fucking massive problem. And anybody out there who's watching this, who's thinking of pirating my course or buying a pirate copy of my course, you will be banned from my program. You will never get mentorship from me, because it's a massive problem. Piracy is a scam. Piracy is a criminal offence. It is fraud. I have a lawyer full-time who works for me. I have to pay £1,500 a month for a lawyer to stop people pirating my course. It is completely unacceptable. Under no circumstances should you consider buying a pirated copy of a course. Okay, Sam, how would you approach a business you go into regularly and are friends with the owner, no sales pitch, no scripts, and just put yourself across that? Prime example, I had a hair transplant. This is no hidden fact. Those you guys watching this will know that I had a hair transplant. Now, when I was having that hair transplant, I actually pitched the business owner on my service. I sat there and I pitched them, and we had a general conversation. And it was like, hey, look, you've just earned £6,500 off me, right? And you're not advertising on social media. Can you imagine how much money you'd be making if you could reach people like me all over the UK? And I just sold them on a really layman's term, face-to-face, like, hey man, you are literally leaving thousands of pounds on the table and I can generate you more money. Just a really simple conversation. I think that's what you need to have. When you're friends with a business owner, talk to them like another human being, forget all the sales tactics and just be like, look, you are literally, you're making a lot of money, you have a good business, you have a good service, you have a good reputation, but you're leaving money on the table because you're not advertising on social media, and somebody else is going to be doing that, and somebody else is going to be picking up those customers. And you need to lay it out like that for those people. You need to just lay it out, cards on the table, as a friend. Hey man, I can make you some money. And that's the way you need to play it. What's my wage per month? I don't have a wage, bro, I work for myself. How did you learn to get results from clients as a complete beginner? To be completely honest with you, I signed up my first client without knowing how to run a Facebook ad. And that's not the way that you guys should do it. And that's why I've laid out programs like the 15-minute agency, like the social media marketing school. But I taught myself through a lot of hard graft. I wasted a lot of money for my clients' money. I put my hands up in the air for that, and it was the wrong way to do things, but I had to learn. I read this quote once from Richard Branson, which said that if you ever got offered an opportunity which is so good you can't resist it, then you should take it and worry about how to do it later. And that's exactly what I did. I took the opportunity, I worried about it later, and I just absorbed myself about 4 or 5 courses and just learned everything I needed to learn, which is why I released a social media marketing school, so I could lay out absolutely everything that you need. Where do I get my shirts from? SEO swag. Man, I get my shirts from all sorts of places. ASOS, Zara, like nothing like fancy. Like the most expensive shirts I own is like Ralph Lauren. You don't need to be spending thousands of pounds, hundreds of pounds on shirts. Like you can get some nice shirts from like normal shops. When you add videos to your course, do we get to see them at no extra cost? Yes, if you join the course, you get unlimited access to all my new training videos. I just released a whole new e-commerce module, which I released like a month ago, and it's like a 10 video module with over 2 hours of training, which is completely free to everybody who enrolled into the program even a year ago. So yes, if you join today, you get instant access, lifetime access to all of the training that I put inside there. How long did it take me to sign my first client? Guys, I'm talking so fast, but I just want to cram in as much as I can for you guys. I want to make sure I cram this in because I don't want this to run over much more than 15 minutes, because if you're watching this on replay, I just want this to be packed full of a ton of random value. It took me less than a week to sign up my first client, and it took me less than 2 weeks to sign up my first 2 clients. I quit my job. I was getting paid £50,000 a year at the time. I quit my job on £2,000. I scaled up to 6 figures within 90 days. And lots of people think, oh wow, Jordan, he's just amazing. He signed up loads of clients so quickly. Like, how did he do this? I'm going to tell you guys, cut the bullshit. I did not do anything different that you can do right now. I did nothing that I haven't taught you guys in all of my training programs. I just worked hard, okay? And I took the mentality that when I'm working in a sales job, I always had this mentality that if I was working in a sales job, I would sit there and I would lose my job if I didn't make calls and I didn't sign up clients. I carried that same mentality across to when I started my business, and that's how I scaled so quickly, because I never gave up and I always kept momentum. So that's the only reason, that's the secret to my success. I kept momentum throughout this whole time. My hands are really shaky, so apologies if you're watching this on replay and I'm like all over the place. Do you have an onboarding process when signing up clients? No, Gary, to be completely honest with you, my onboarding process is slack. I need to do more with it, but really no, it's just I sit down in front of the client on a kickoff meeting or on a Skype call, and I set their bank account details up on their ad manager account. I get admin access. I make sure that I can use the ad account and I'm all set up and make sure that's all good, and then we're good to go. And I just say to them, look, your responsibility is the content, my responsibility ads. I run through everything, and we just get started. To be honest, it changes with every client. It depends on what they know so far and their understanding of the service, but I don't have like a straight line onboarding process, so sorry to disappoint there. Does your course teach how to master Ads Manager? It's a bit confusing. Mate, absolutely. My courses are over 60% Ads Manager. I pride myself in my course being a huge percentage ad training, because that's the most important thing. What's the good in being able to sign up clients if you're not being able to get them results? Is it just easy to run my agency in a foreign country as it is in the UK? Absolutely. Man, these guys all over the world are killing it. I know guys in Australia right now, it's like a booming industry in Australia, who are absolutely banking from social media marketing. Could you discuss the legal element? Guys, I'm getting so many questions coming through, I can't keep up with you guys. Could you do it while you're still in school? Yes. How do you get their credit cards details? You don't. You can sit down, you can send them a link and they can put the credit card details on there for their security. If you're starting out, what's the best niche to go for? Restaurants, gyms, dentists, easiest to sign clients for. If I was doing it all again, I'd probably go for e-commerce. How did you get into social media marketing? Who was your biggest inspiration? Don't know. I've got a lot of inspiration. I don't know. I tell you, the kind of one thing that changed the entrepreneurship game for me was the 4-hour work week by Tim Ferriss. That was a big book. Guys, I'm going to wrap things up because I don't want to be spending my whole night on this live chat. But I hope you've got loads and loads of value from this. Again, just to confirm, I have a client acquisition funnel which I'm releasing. It's going to be on my Instagram as soon as I finish this live chat. Swipe up and make sure that you check that out. If you don't get it, it's absolutely fine. It's not a replacement for the social media marketing school. It's just complementing you, helping you to get more clients. And I'm also hosting an exclusive event in London next Saturday. It's an event. It's free of charge. Like, I'm doing this with Aaron Branch, who is another marketer in the UK, yeah, he's a big dog. He's got like a multi-six-figure agency. He's got some incredible clients, and we're co-hosting this event together. And we're going to be teaching you how to sign your first $2,000 to $4,000 in client retainers, pounds in client retainers, and it's completely free. So it's this Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday coming. The information is in the 15-Minute Agency Facebook group. Make sure you check that out. It's completely free of charge. Make sure you be there. Check out my Instagram after this so you can see the client acquisition autopilot product. And I really, really hope you enjoyed this live chat. If you did enjoy this live chat, please do leave a comment on it. Let me know you enjoyed it, and I'll do more of these live chats in the future. Okay guys, any questions at all, drop them over via email or Instagram or anything like that. And I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Cheers.